Check this shit. When you start a game, no matter what resolution you're using, it says that the minimum resolution is 1024 by 768.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's the minimum resolution it puts it at?
And apparently game only can hear 10 authors. That is not a good thing at all.
Puck is saying it's fine though, so chat, please respond. Who's got echoes, who doesn't?
Yes, and are
Please
you hearing
respond.
everybody?
Looks like Jake Bone's the only one.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Right, so yesterday I started this game for the first time, and then I played it for roughly 9 hours, and now I hate it over all things in the world, but we are going to beat it. And yesterday we played on fantastic graphical quality, and today we are going to be playing on the absolute worst possible graphical quality. And I'm going to let you choose languages again, because, you know, it doesn't actually matter, because I probably memorized all the in-game text at this point.
Let's see here. 1 for German, 1 for French, 1 for English, 2 for French, 2 German, 2 English. French makes it to 3 first.
Français. Continuer. Sure. Menu principal.
Menu principal.
And the main menu looks exactly the same, even at worst possible graphics. No, wait, no, there's no grass. Wow, they took... Okay, they take out the grass. That's the only difference. Okay, so anyway, here's how the game works. We have horses, such as Fanny the Cheval de Mon. Cheval de Mon. That's
Is she a nightmare?
Yes, she's a demon steed, you see. In any case, you see that horses have stats here, and you need to max out all these stats before you're allowed to breed them. And you need to breed 2 horses of the same level to get a horse of the next level. And we need a level 5 horse. Which means that we need to max out 8 level 2 horses, 4 level 3s and 2 level 4s, and then breed those together in order to get 1 level 5. Then the level 5 needs to be trained until it's good enough to carry out the quests that we need to do to get the next magic crystal.
So basically chocobo breeding.
Yes, only incredibly
but we did
boring.
start playing Fear for this.
Yep.
Because we're going to finish this game.
Yes, we are. And as Frankentan brought up, they can only breed once, because once 2 horses are married, they are married forever, which indicates that now that we are just going to do just rush as quickly as we can for the level 5, which means that every time a horse is bred, we are sending them straight to the glue factory. Because then they become completely useless. Now then, let me show you what the entire game will look like for the next few hours.
You can win this game, you have to get all the magical crystals. And we have one of them. Yes, Alistair, that's the other way to win it.
Suicide?
No, just
by not playing it.
Oh. Right, Dotai really wants in the call, because he's been... well, just been all hyped up to finally join in for some commentating, so I think we should bring him in when I have the chance.
Yeah, because I don't have Dotai.
I don't think anyone except me has Dotai, actually.
Yeah.
And yes, Lurkopter, now that you bring it up, since we do just callously discard the horses, it really is the best Victory Gundam horse racing adaptation ever. There we go, we got an A rank. Nice. Now then. That increased dexterity and speed, among other things, by 70. We need to get it to 200.
So at least 3 more times? No, 2 more times.
2 more times, yes. Because what I have been able to figure out from the math is that it takes 6 training sequences to max out a horse, regardless of level. So yeah.
So it gives you points based on your grade, not your accuracy, correct?
No, it gives... basically, you get a certain percentage for each, arrow that you get right, more or less. And if you get 85% or above, I think, you get an A. And that's what we will be aiming for constantly. Because anything less than that will basically slow us down. Also note that even if you get a perfect, the horse will still knock over the fucking obstacle, and it fucking enrages me. What is the point? What is the point if it's just still going to... Yeah. Right, so now poor little Fanny here is all out of condition, which means that she will have to rest before we can train her again. So we're going to move on to another horse. I've already set us up with 4 of the same kind, because yes, since we are specifically breeding a level 5 demon steed, that means that in order to ensure that no false blood gets involved in the breeding, all of our horses have to be of the same kind. So look forward to seeing the exact same horse model doing the exact same exercise for 5 hours. Get hype.
This is why we were going to get like books and horsebacks and things like that.
Something, anything. Because yeah, basically I spent an entire working day yesterday playing this game, and roughly 4 hours in, I ran out of things to say.
I believe it.
And Chefface is screaming, "Where is Ben?" Ben is in the Skype call, Chefface. He's right there. You can't see him. He doesn't physically exist, but he's there.
I just am quiet sometimes.
When he sees pretty horses. Résultat de exercice. 100%. You are pro.
We don't get superpowers from the crystals, it's just the horses.
And the interesting thing is that the game opens with your scientist grandfather basically saying, okay, the meteorite crystals that fell... Yes, Puck, horses hunt in prides, little known fact. Wait, what?
And Furious is apparently saying I'm a lie, but you know.
Is he truly a Ben, or a ban, or a bin? Stop knocking down the obstacles when I'm doing it right. Jesus Christ. Okay, after this one I'll see if we can bring Dotai in, and it will be his first time appearing on the stream, so everyone be nice.
Alright.
And yes, as we've learned from Adventure Time, the hooves do in fact come off. And they have really wiggly fingers out of them.
Prove my horse love, tell you about equines. I really can't, honestly. They're pretty. That's about it.
If you have an Arabian horse, they have 1 less vertebrae than other horses.
That is actually quite interesting. Is there some sort of genetic reason for this, or is it just...
I don't know enough about horses to say for sure or not. I had a family friend who had a Polish Arabian, and they have 1 less vertebrae.
A Polish Arabian, you say?
Yep, he was a mix, and he was an ornery old fella. He looked to be in his 30s.
A horse in his 30s, wow, that would be pretty terrible. The orneriest horse. Right.
He's still pretty active and everything.
Let's see if we can bring in Dotai. Hopefully he's all set up. Because otherwise, he will end up in trouble.
He claimed he was okay earlier.
Yeah, he was going to borrow his sister's mic?
Yep, and his sister said, "Don't do it."
You'll embarrass yourself.
Right, I'm trying to add him to the call, and hopefully it will actually pop up. He's set to do not disturb though, so I'm not entirely sure he will actually see it or not. Oop. Oop. Oop.
No dying, Valiant.
Nah, sorry.
Valiant.
Nah, sorry.
Valiant.
Oh god, we have an echo.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too. So. Yeah, I'm hearing it too. So. Yeah, I'm hearing it too. So.
Infinite echo.
Mute the stream! Don't cross the streams!
Too late.
Right, now Magnus Lord, why am I playing this game? Well, here's the thing. I figured yesterday that I would do a stream because Lupus Rex here, a friend of mine, had hurt his foot, so he was basically sitting home just being in pain and having jack shit to do. So I figured, you know, I'm going to try and do a speedrun of a really silly game. So I picked this game up and I had no freaking clue that this was actually a 40-hour game. So, I mean, we finally managed to breed a level 5 horse and leveled it up and equipped it with all kinds of good shit. And then I went off and like, now we're going to do the magic crystal quests. And then it turned out that you could only do one of the magic crystal quests with each horse type. So, yeah.
Yeah, we have the Pegasus one, but...
Now for the demon horse.
Yep. And then I'm going to leave it up to the stream chat which one we do next week, I was about to say.
Hey, I did not do that, chat face. I did not.
No. I believe it was XCOM actually who arranged for this game. It was one of those silly sales where just random games were available for next to nothing. And yes, Puck, you have to... I mean, some people say I have a soft spot in my heart for horses, but it's actually horse. Just plain horse. I have a soft spot for horse.
But
I know a lot of people mishear that sometimes, but... That was Agasia, by the way, our super mega badass Pegasus that has won every possible race on her level.
Yep, she's pretty cool. She helped save us a few times.
Yeah. When her beloved daughter or hero, the Mega Pegasus of level 5, was horribly sick, she went out and worked in the fields and sold her body to the king, among other things. Yes, there are unicorns.
Yeah, there's like unicorns, Pegasus, fire horses, ice horses, and demon horses.
And
yes, I did.
In our experience, the demon horses are absolutely terrible. Because the first ones we bred and had, they simply underperformed in every way. They consistently failed to achieve anything.
So this is going to be a wonderful feat.
Yep. Nefariousness, I'm not smashing the obstacles. Look, I am getting full perfects. It's a 100% full perfect combo. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? No matter what I do, the horse will wreck shit. I wish there was a way to stop this, but there isn't.
So, now, does it matter what horse it is, or is it specifically just the demon horse that is knocking the stuff over?
It doesn't matter. All horses just wreck shit anyway.
Okay, I was gonna say more point proven that the demon horses suck.
So the other day I was at the pharmacy and a pony came in And it said, you know the cough syrup is? I'm feeling a little hoarse.
I wish I had the dum-dum tish sound effect prepped. This is going to be a long stream, isn't it?
And even then I'm speedrunning it and doing just the absolute minimum you have to do. I mean, this is actually the absolute minimum possible in order to beat the game. You literally can't do it faster than this. And even now I have upgraded the stable to level 5 so that we can actually bring in level 2 foals right away. Because you know what we would have been forced to do otherwise?
Breed level 1s to get level 2s.
16 of them. 16 level 1s to get the 8 level 2s, so we need to keep going.
Wow.
If you don't do it right, then it takes 30 horses per level 5. 30.
Which is what you did for the Pegasus?
Yes. Yes, I did. Which means that you would have to max out at least 150 horses.
Minimum.
Puck saying that your friendship's going to take a sharp turn for the worst if you play this the rest of the time.
Well, I'm sorry. It's what I have to do.
We could talk about other things.
Yeah, that's basically my plan. I want to talk about other things. I just want... That's why I wanted guests this time, because yesterday I was here alone. I had to just keep this shit interesting for over 8 hours.
No,
and,
why, Arthur?
Yeah, roughly 4 hours in, my voice was shot and I had nothing left to talk about.
No, bad Arthur. You should have known better.
But, I mean, when I was a few hours in, I couldn't really invite someone to guest, because no one would be stupid enough to fall for that.
I probably would have been, but at the point I started watching the stream, I was also starting to drink, so...
I think that would have made it...
perfect timing.
I was about to say, that probably would have made it even more better.
No, if you guys think I can be a little annoying now, when I'm drinking, forget it. I'm a giggly drunk, so...
I'm the bent over moaning drunk kind, since, as we all know, I'm allergic to alcohol, which means that the more I drink, the more painful it gets, to the point where I literally can't stand up anymore.
Oh, God.
I couldn't tell you what kind of drunk I am. I don't drink.
That's because you're a boring little bastard.
Yeah. Yeah,
get drink, son. Get drink. And yes, Magnus Lord, even more better is totally an expression. It's fairly rare, usually heard roughly around where Ben is at any given moment, but it exists.
I can only tell you about my XCOM game I'm going through.
Please do, go ahead. Let's talk about better games.
Yes.
Keep our mind of what we're playing.
Well, for me, I started specifically the newest one, XCOM Enemy Unknown. Let's see here. I'm currently right before assaulting the alien base. I'm actually trying to grind up some equipment. I have about 3 colonels at... No, not colonels. What are they? Majors? Top levels. I have like 3 people fully leveled up. I've got quite a few equipment. And I actually just recently put the last of the satellites I could in orbit. So think I'm getting to a stable spot, but I've heard from some friends that once I do the alien base, shit gets real. Yeah,
my alien base experience was sort of hilarious because since I'm an XCOM veteran, so to speak, I started my first game in the new one on Classic. And I just had this lovely encounter in the alien base and I opened the door and the corridor beyond was so full of enemies that you know those cutscenes that pop in that enemies get a free move?
Uh-huh.
I had 4 of those in a row.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So I had 2 groups of chrysalids, I think there were 3 in each group, and 1 group of 3 drones and 1 group of 3 mutons. And they all activated at once, because apparently the game had decided that they all just bunched together in the corridor I was about to enter.
What I would, at that point, I might have been willing to sacrifice somebody to just, like, launch rockets into that corridor, non-stop.
I did in fact launch 1 rocket, yes. And I was very, very happy that I haven't had my heavy move.
Yeah, let's see here, I have a assault, heavy, and support at max level. So I've got a good half team already.
Make the rest squaddies.
You know, I'm actually being a low soldier guy. I have no more than 15 at any given time. And most of my guys, about half of them are, what are they? Colonels or above, and the rest are squaddies. Maybe a step up.
The perfect organization.
Is it bad that I tend to go with what works?
Well, the thing is that sooner or later one of your veteran squads is going to end up in the shit, be wiped out, and then you are in Act 4 of the game with nothing but squaddies.
I'm not doing
AKA good luck mode.
I'm not doing an Iron Man run, so...
What?
I'm a pansy, I admit it.
Jeez.
I'm wanting to play the game on normal difficulty, non-Iron Man, once to get an idea of how bad it really is. I save scum, I admit it.
Yeah, that's fine actually. Especially since the game still has not been patched. You still have teleporting aliens and shit that they suddenly are standing behind your guys, and as long as the game keeps doing that, I'm perfectly fine with not playing on Iron Man.
I have not had that happen to me yet. At least nothing that isn't obvious, such as floaters going up in the air and then coming down on behind me. But that's typical. So nothing I can't handle. But my most recent acquisition or achievement is getting a heavy floater live.
Hooray! In my game on normal Iron Man, the very first alien that we captured was a mutant berserker.
Ha.
Get on my level, scrub.
Well, at this point, I think I've captured everything I possibly can alive, because I don't think you can capture cyber discs.
That is a good question. I do not think you can, no. I know that you couldn't in the original, at least, because they, blew up.
The best you could, at that point, the best you could hope for is scrapping them and then having them not blow up, so you could do research on the wreck. The only good thing about this one is, even though the cyber discs do blow up, you still have a wreck to drag home. In the original, when they blow up, they destroy themselves, so there's no corpse.
Huh.
The original, where mushroom clouds were skulls.
I was sort of depressed when I realized that the explosions in the new game didn't have any skulls in them.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that I really felt they should have brought back.
Because that's like a silly, easy thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, just add a bit little of a, skull sprite that pops up in the middle somewhere. It would be enough. Seriously, is Tapam up to his normal shenanigans, or are there actually 48 people here?
I'm
not willing to accept that as truth.
I was noticing that too. I'm like, there's 48 people here? Why?
Let's see here. Frankentan's on twice. Camaro's on twice. Lupus is on twice. Tappin's on 3 times. You're apparently on twice, Valley.
Yeah, because I have the stream pulled up on a different... the chat stream pulled up on a different thing.
There's about a dozen Anons.
Well, that's not entirely surprising, is it?
Well, I was going to say, and they're actually all different. So there's probably, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm seeing only about 6 duplicates. So yeah, there's at least over 40 people here.
Oh, God.
And they're all watching horses.
Horse.
Going over the forest course again and again and again. Sounds like a lot of people are doing other things though too.